Hey guys! Okay, so today on Thursday, instead of doing a haul, I'm actually going to be doing a vlog today. What? This is the first day that a vlog will replace a haul, and that is because, well, I haven't really had time to go shopping lately, and it's not that good for my wallet to go shopping every single week. There was also not a Rando Tuesday up this week, and that is because I was really stressed out. I don't really have a good excuse. I just had a lot to do, so I just like, I'm gonna have to just, put YouTube on the back burner for a second, and I know that's horrible to do to you guys, and you guys like count on me having videos, but at the same time you gotta realize that I do have school, so I'm sorry that that happened. It will hopefully not happen for another like long time, but we're back into this week of things, and everything shall be as it was. Also, if you see this little guy running around everywhere, it's because he has a lot of energy, and he's staying in my room right now because my mom's like, Arden, take care of this dog, he's obnoxious. So for today's vlog, I was very inspired by the fact that I didn't make a Rando Tuesday, and that is because the reason why I didn't make a Rando Tuesday was because I was stressed out because of my poor decision-making skills and the mistakes I've made this past year, and that basically culminated in me having to stress out about the ACT, the SAT, and college stuff all this week along with high school. So primarily what this video is going to be is things you can learn from my own stupidity and my own mistakes that I've made in the past and now regret and wish I could have done differently. So the best way I can describe what I'm going to tell you guys is by using a stove as an analogy. For most of you, I hope you haven't experienced some of the things that I've experienced, but if you have, then you have felt the burn of mistakehood. Now, like a stove, you don't know it's hot and it hurts until you touch it for the first time, and then from then on out, you don't touch that anymore because it's hot and you know it's gonna hurt you. So with this experiential knowledge, we know now that when something is red and it's like sizzling and it's on a stove apparatus, you should not touch it or else you'll get burned. That is basically how I can describe my lessons from making mistakes. I've made the mistake, been burned by the mistake, and I want to keep you guys from touching the proverbial stove, I guess. I'm going to teach you guys 4 of my life lessons that will hopefully help you avoid stress like I am in right now. The first thing, and probably the most important thing that I can tell you guys, is do not be a procrastinator like I am. What's so scary about my procrastination is that yes, I am a procrastinator, but I'm also a slight perfectionist. I have a OCD bent, which is a problem because if I don't give myself enough time to do something perfectly and I procrastinate, I don't want to do anything at all. I don't want to do something that I'm not going to be happy with or proud of, so I end up just completely scrapping the project or the homework or the lesson or whatever I'm trying to learn, instead of just biting the bullet and doing what I need to do so that I can get a good grade, get a good score, or get out a good video, for instance. I am such a hard procrastinator that like if I don't like a video I put up, it makes me unhappy and it becomes work instead of like me just talking to you guys, which is like really not a good thing. So what I have done to combat this procrastination is A, give myself enough time, okay? If that means that I know there's gonna be a project due in a week, I started the day I learn of said project. That is what's happening right now in French class. I'm actually doing a video project, which I'm super excited about because I can edit really well. Props to YouTube. I started that now so that later on, when it's about to be due, I can be like, dude, this is gonna be awesome, A+, instead of being like, oh my gosh, this is gonna give us an F because we didn't do anything right. So now that I've, you know, given myself enough time, I won't be so stressed out and I will be able to enjoy life instead of constantly having headaches. Stress headaches are not fun. On the same token, if you get something and you know that you're gonna have a hard time doing it, don't wait till the last minute because you know you're gonna have a hard time and it's gonna take forever for you to do it. Like studying for a math test. I am not the brightest at math. I don't understand math. I don't understand people who understand math. Math just doesn't click in my brain. I'm like, give me a blank canvas, I'll make you some cool art. Even science. Science I'm okay with. Chemistry, for God's sake. But math, no. Basic algebra, I don't understand. It's partly my freshman year teacher's fault. But still, I have to sit myself down for hours to just hammer the information into my head. And when I know that I'm gonna have to do that, I procrastinate so I don't have to spend hours. When in reality, if I wait until 12 o'clock midnight to start studying on that, that means I'm gonna be up until like 4 in the morning studying math, and the next day when the test comes, I'm gonna be upset because it's terrible and I didn't retain any of the knowledge because I didn't get any sleep. That is what I'm saying. Procrastination is a sad, scary mistress, and it is entwangled in all of our business all the time if you're in high school. Trust me, procrastination will be like your worst enemy. It looks so sweet and nice. Oh yeah, extra hour of Malcolm in the Middle online. Yeah, Netflix, totally. No. Say no to procrastination. I'm gonna make a propaganda poster about that. 2, universal truth. It's better to be honest than make somebody else happy. that doesn't sound altogether correct, because a lot of times you can be honest and make people happy at the same time, which is great. But in those moments where you're wanting to people please someone just so that they'll be happy, and then you'll never fall through with a commitment, or maybe you said something just to sugarcoat it or whatever, in the end it causes a lot more harm because the person will stop trusting you and you've lied to them. So their expectations are gonna be like dashed when they find out that instead of getting like a puppy for Christmas like their mother promised them, they get like a packet of Skittles. That's basically the equivalent of that. You are giving someone a packet of Skittles instead of puppies when you people please and lie to them. And you may think that you're being nice, but behind the essence of people pleasing, I've realized, is not that you're thinking of other people, it's that you're thinking of yourself. You're thinking of yourself because you're wanting to please the other person so they don't dislike you. So automatically that's a selfish thing. For instance, if you know your friend is not that great at English and isn't that great of a writer, and she asks you to like critique something, you start critiquing it and you see so many mistakes but you don't want to correct her too much because you don't want to seem like a bad friend, you're being a bad friend for not correcting her and getting her a good grade. She's gonna turn that in at the end of the day and be like, my friend told me it was great, and then you're gonna be like, it really wasn't. The teacher didn't think so either. Don't be a people pleaser. It's selfish more than anything, which sounds weird because you think, oh, if you're being nice to other people, that's automatically like a good thing. It's not all the time. It's just not. Number 3 or 6. Double double. Double double. Combo. If anybody knows that reference, I will give you a million panda bear kisses. Because that is just such a vague reference. Anyways, do whatever makes you the most happy. Basically what I mean by that is that the only way that you're gonna be happy is if you're doing things that make you happy. Okay, that just seems like the most simple phrase ever. But by that, I don't mean that you should just like go out and eat a bunch of cotton candy because that makes you happy. Figure out in your life what is stressing you out, what's making you angry, what's making you upset, and realize that getting rid of all those things and dealing with all those things is what's gonna make you happy because you won't have to think about them anymore. When I say that I'm scared about the SAT and the ACT, all I need to do to make myself happy is to study. And even though I don't like studying, the fact that I can get my mind off of that by studying will make me happier. The fact that I'm getting it over with is what's gonna make me happy. Now that doesn't mean you can't take a break and go walk around Target and go shopping, because really that is my release. If I need to go somewhere, I will walk around Target for hours just looking at the electronics and fun things like that. Now number 4, this one's kind of like an interesting one, and it's only applicable to like certain circumstances, but make a pro-con list for everything. And the reason why I'm saying that now is because looking at colleges, I wish I had done that like last year and decided what colleges I was really looking at, and which colleges I kind of like ruled out already. What I've done in any life situation, anyone that I'm in a pickle about, I read a pro-con list. Pro-con lists can just like release your inner thoughts, if that makes sense. Like anything that you thought you had a bias about or anything, you can figure it out in a pro-con list. Where do I want to go to lunch today? Chipotle or Chick-fil-A, fried chicken or like burrito, and then you get pro cons like stomach aches, too spicy, maybe not that great for you, potentially processed. Pros, Chick-fil-A is freaking delicious and comfort food at its best. Chipotle is like the best Mexican food I've ever had in the world because I love Chipotle. But you see, it's easier to like think about them when you think about like what your priorities are on either list. Write a pro-con list. They're like the best things in the world. Those are my 4 universal truths that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed my vlog. Yeah, I will probably be doing these more often because they're incredibly easy to film and I kind of like telling you guys what to do because I'm a dictator. Keep those things close to you because they're important, especially those of you who are in your junior year of high school. I cannot stress this more. Go look at colleges. Don't slack off. Get a good GPA. Do what you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys for the next video. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media sites. They will be in the description box. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye.